Hey, I'm Jules. I'm going to take you through a 30-minute yoga practice with a focus on rest and relaxation, the big chill. I say yoga, but it's really just moving your body in ways that will feel nice, calming, and relaxing. I am practicing during the morning. You can see the light coming in, but it might be nice for you to do this at night time before bed. Have a cushion nearby. I'm sat on a cushion right now. It's always good to have cushions, props, a blanket for the end of practice. And we're going to start in a pose called Shavasana, or otherwise known as corpse pose, because it does just that. You look a bit like a corpse. So we're going to lie on our backs on the floor or on your mat. And I've shared a playlist as well. So I would recommend you use that. And if you are, go ahead and we'll hit play now together. Okay, so making your way onto your back, really slowly coming down one vertebrae at a time. Nice slow movements. And then you can straighten out one leg and then straighten out the other. And if it's uncomfortable for you to have both legs straight, you can have your knees bent. You can roll them onto the side, hug a cushion, do whatever you need to be comfortable, just to lie still for a few moments. Taking your hands to your belly, soften into the floor. And then let's take 3 deep breaths into the belly and feel that belly rise in the hands. So deep breath in through the nose and a big exhale out the mouth. Keep going. Deep breath into the belly. Big exhale out the mouth. Deep breath into the belly. Big exhale out the mouth. Allow everything to soften, everything to settle. Lovely. Now just begin to breathe in and out of the nose. Maybe allow the hands to slip down to the mat. Palms wide, facing up to the sky. Just by slowing the breath down, deep, long, slow breaths, we're flicking that switch, inviting ourselves into the rest and relaxation zone. Noticing if there's any areas of tension in your body, anywhere you're holding on. Take your attention there and breathe. Use your breath to soften, to let go. Notice if the face is tight, the jaw, the frown. There's no need to frown. There's no need to clench the jaw. Release. Feeling the earth below you rushing up to meet you. The body almost sinks and melts into the earth. Everything's soft. Taking your attention back to your breath. Feeling the belly rise with the inhale and fall with the exhale. Anytime the mind wanders or you notice yourself getting a little bit agitated, take your attention back to your breath, following the journey as the breath enters the nose, down through the chest, into the belly. And then as you exhale, traveling back up and out the nose. Every inhale is freshness. Every exhale is relaxation and release. Slowly draw the soles of the feet together. So bring one leg up and then the other, and just bring the feet together and let the knees fall out. Maybe take your hands to your belly. Try not to hold on too much, engaging the glutes or the bum even, or the legs. Just let it soften, let yourself hang there. Again, noticing the rise and fall of the belly, feel that in your hands. Now slowly take your hands just to the outside of your legs. Give yourself a little bit of support as you draw your legs up to center. From there, we're going to hug one knee into the chest and then hug the other one in. Have a lovely little roll around on your lower back as you squeeze those legs in close, but not too tight, nothing uncomfortable. Just roll from side to side, gently massaging your lower back. Nice deep breaths in and out the nose. And then from here, we're just going to let the legs float up to the ceiling. And then let the arms float up to the ceiling. Get really broad in your shoulders. Allow the shoulder blades to sink into the mat. And then let's begin to do some nice big circles with the feet and with the hands. And then circle them the other way. You might hear some clicks and clunks here. Don't worry. Everyone's got them. Lovely. Then you're just going to take that right leg, place it on the mat, and then reaching for the left leg, either to the calf, the thigh, behind the knee, even behind the ankle, whatever is available to you, and just draw that leg into the body a little bit. Take a few deep breaths. Now, there's no need to draw it too close that it feels uncomfortable. Just a nice little stretch, a nice opening. Notice if you're clenching the jaw or the face. Soften in. And then just take that foot, cross it over the right thigh, and we'll just draw that thigh in towards the body ever so slowly. Nothing too intense again. Notice if you're holding on round about the hip hips. Slowly release that foot to the mat. And then take the left leg off and place it on the floor as you allow the right leg to float up to the ceiling. You can flex that foot towards you that's in the sky and then reaching for either behind the thigh or behind the calf, and just draw that leg closely into the body. Nothing too deep. Maybe even close down the eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Then you can slowly take that foot and just cross it over the left thigh and then draw that left thigh in towards the body. Just close enough that you feel the opening on the right hand side and the hip and the outer glute, but no pain here, please. Breathe into it. Slowly release that left leg to the mat. And then you can uncross the right knee and take that foot down to the mat or the floor. And then hug those knees into your chest again. Take a deep breath in the nose and let's have a big sigh out the mouth. Rolling from side to side. Take another deep breath in and a big sigh out. Then from there, let's just roll onto whatever side feels nice. And just take a little moment here. And then you can slowly draw yourself up onto your hands and knees. And from here, hands directly under your shoulders, knees under your hips. If you feel it a little bit in your wrists, you can sit back first of all and just do some nice little circles with your wrists. And then taking yourself back onto your hands and knees. You can tuck your toes here for a bit of stability. And then leading from the lower back, we're going to take a deep inhale and just drop the belly and then allow the shoulder blades to come together as the head rolls up. Maybe take your gaze up between the eyebrows. Then as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine, suck the belly button right up to the back, and just hug that chin in towards the chest as you open out across the shoulders. Inhale, drop the hips and allow the head to roll up, taking your gaze up to the eyebrows. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine, suck that belly button up towards the back. Lovely. Moving back into your inhale as you roll the head up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine, head comes down. And just continue to do this a few times in your own time. So breathing in as the head comes up and breathing out as it comes down. Moving slowly from one pose to the next, feeling that ripple effect up the spine. We're just creating a bit of space in the back. We can get so clenched up and hunched up, just working through it. Gorgeous. Now slowly coming back to a neutral position, we can sit back onto the heels for what we call child's pose. Now, you might need a cushion here. You could pop the cushion under your ankles, under your bum, under your belly, if it's uncomfortable for you. So have a play around with that. Walking the hands forward and taking the forehead towards the mat. Now, wherever you get to, that's where you're meant to be. Just close down your eyes and breathe. Try and soften in as you inhale. Feel that breath travel all the way down your spine to your lower back and your hips, expanding into the hips. And as you exhale, soften and let go. Allow the body just to melt over the legs. If this feels uncomfortable or tense for you, this is a challenge, I know, but use your breath to soften. Try to accept where you are. Can you soften anymore? Can you let go anymore? Anytime the mind wanders, just take it back to the breath. Slowly, slowly walk the hands over to the right hand side. Walking them until you feel a nice stretch down the left, and take a deep inhale into your left hand side. Big exhale out the mouth. Back to breathing in and out of the nose. And slowly walk the hands back to center, and let's take them over to the other side. Take a deep inhale into the right hand side when you get there, and a big exhale out the mouth. Soften in. Nothing too deep here. If it feels too deep, just draw the hands back. Slowly walk the hands back to center. And then you can allow yourself to just roll on up to a kneeling position. And we'll just take a moment here. You might even turn the palms up on the thighs, lengthen the spine, close down the eyes. Just take a moment. And then from here, we're just going to walk the hands forward and come onto our bellies. Onto your belly. Hands under the shoulders, get nice and active in the legs. So just pushing the tops of the legs into the mat and the tops of the feet, hug the elbows in towards the body. And as you inhale, just engage the glutes slightly and roll the nose forward and up, coming up to cobra, we call it. Hug the elbows into the chest. This is a little mini back bend. So we're using the strength of our back rather than our hands. Exhale as you come down. Inhale, roll up again. Exhale to come down. Make a little pillow with your hands. Take your forehead to your hands. And then just roll your hips from side to side. Take a deep breath in the nose and a big sigh out the mouth. Soften in. Taking the hands under the shoulders, you can push up and back, coming onto the knees again. And then just take your weight onto your left-hand side and swing your legs around, pulling the fleshy part back of your bottom. I'd like you to hug your left knee up towards you And then you're going to take that left foot and cross it over the right thigh. Try and get nice and tall, both sit bones on the floor. And from here, lengthen the spine. Take a deep inhale, and we're going to take that left hand down towards the floor and look over the left shoulder. You may even take that right elbow and just hug it behind that left knee. If you don't want to do that or it doesn't feel right, just hug. Give yourself a good hug as you look over the left shoulder. We're twisting the upper body here. And our body loves a twist, giving the organs a good squeeze. Exhale as you come back to center, and then just release that foot to the mat. Then you can slowly hug the right knee in, give it a good squeeze in. And then again, like before, you can cross that right foot over the left thigh and just try and make sure both sit bones are on the floor. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, we'll twist round to the right and just looking over that right shoulder. You can take your right hand down to the floor and you can even hug that right leg with your left arm, or you could even take the elbow and just pin it on the other side of the right knee there as you look over the shoulder. Lovely. Slowly coming back to the center, release that foot to the mat. And then from here, taking the hands on either side of the body, lengthen the spine up to the crown. Take a big inhale in the nose, big exhale out the mouth. Then let's stretch up with the arms. And you can bend the knees as much as you need to here. We're just going to fold the body over the legs. Let the chin just tuck in towards the chest so you can open out the back of the neck and just let yourself hang here. Without judgment or criticism for yourself, wherever you're at, close down your eyes and just try to enjoy it. Can you soften even more with your next exhale? Slowly walk the hands up, and from here, just take your bum down the floor or the mat. Then we're going to make our way back onto our backs. Okay, so you can slowly roll back. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in the nose and a big exhale out the mouth. Take the feet to the floor and just pick up your hips and take them over to the left a little bit. And then from here, let your legs knock over to the right. Now, again, you might need your cushion here. You can put a cushion in between your thighs or underneath your knees to give you a bit of comfort. You might like to take your arms nice and wide and then just let your gaze fall over to the left-hand side. Play around with where your legs are at, depending on how intense this is for you and how you want it to feel. I would suggest that you want it to feel nice rather than really intense, because we're looking to rest and relax here. Take a deep breath and just feel that breath travel and spiral and snake its way down your body in the twist. As you exhale, allow yourself to soften in and let go. Taking your attention back to that very subtle expansion with the inhale. Soften and release with the exhale, feeling the body rise and fall. Taking your hands to your chest or your belly. Maybe you notice the heartbeat. Engaging the tummy muscles. With an inhale, draw your legs up to the center. From here, you might need to lift your hips and take them over to the right-hand side before you let the legs knock over to the left. Maybe take a deep breath and a big exhale. Take the arms wide and let the head knock over to the right. As you inhale, just notice that breath twisting and snaking its way all the way to your toes. With your exhale, soften in. Allow yourself to fully let go of any of the tension you're holding on to anywhere in the body. Release the jaw and the brow. Taking your hands to your belly. Again, noticing that rise and fall. Engaging the tummy muscles as you draw those legs back up to center. Straightening up your hips a little bit, and then let's just take a moment here. Maybe take one hand to your heart center and just check in with that heartbeat again. Slowly hug one knee into your chest and then the other. Give yourself a squeeze. Take a deep breath in the nose and a big sigh out the mouth. And from here, you're going to straighten out one leg and then straighten out the other. Take the arms above the head and have a nice big full body stretch, like somebody's pulling you from either side. Take a deep inhale. And with an exhale, release. One more. And release. Allow the arms to float down beside the body, and we finish where we started in our Shavasana, our corpse pose. Take one final inhale through the nose and a big exhale out the mouth. Allow everything to get heavy and soft. Steady the breath and just allow yourself to be. Releasing the toes and the ankles. Softening the calves. Allowing the knees to roll out. The thighs and the hips and the glutes to soften and relax. Allow the belly to get really soft. The chest and the heart space is open. The shoulders sink into the mat. The arms are soft and the fingers spread wide. The shoulders soften, the neck, the jaw soft, and the brow. Allow yourself to be soft and still just for a few moments. Slowly begin to deepen the breath and lengthen your exhale. If you're really cozy and comfortable there, you can just stay there. Otherwise, maybe have a nice big stretch. Bend one knee and then the other, and just hug them into your chest again. Roll onto whatever side feels nice and just take a moment there. Then slowly bring yourself up to a seated position. It might feel nice to keep the eyes closed here, taking your hands in prayer to heart center. Just take a moment to check in with the body. Notice how you're feeling and thank yourself for making the effort to do this practice. And together, let's bow with gratitude for yourself, for your body. Have a lovely evening, a lovely day, whatever you've got going on, but I hope you enjoyed that nice chill.